Number 28. Here we have cosine x all over 1 plus sine x, all raised to the third power. Because we have this parentheses all on the outside here, on the very outside we have to deal with the chain rule, because we have the inside and the outside set up here. However, on the inside of all this stuff, you'll notice a fraction, and that's going to cause us to use the quotient rule. So we got to do both rules as part of applying the derivative process. Alright, so let's go through the steps. Starting out here, we're going to do h prime the derivative. We got to do the derivative of the outside, which means take the 3 to the front, leave the inside as is, subtract 1 from the exponent. That's the chain rule for the outside. Now we have to multiply by the derivative of the inside. Derivative of the inside is going to mean applying the quotient rule. Applying the quotient rule to the inside means we have to do low d high. Derivative of what's on top is negative sine x from the cosine. Low d high minus high cosine x d low. Derivative of what's underneath is derivative of 1 plus sine x, which is cosine x. All over the square of what's below. Now, continuing from here, we'll continue to rewrite it. One thing that's a convenient thing to do at this step, take the second power that's up here and bring it down to both the numerator and denominator. So the 3 can go on top with cosine squared x all over 1 plus sine x all squared times, we're going to distribute this into the parentheses here, giving us negative sine x minus sine squared x minus cosine squared x all over 1 plus sine x all squared. Now what I'm going to do here is take a negative from in front of both of these and factor it out. So we're going to rewrite this another time down here below. We're going to have negative sine x minus sine squared x plus cosine squared x all over the denominator. Okay, now one cool thing about doing this is notice that we have sine squared x plus cosine squared x. We know from our identities that that's just a 1, so that's going to simplify things here nicely. We're going to have 3 cosine squared x out in front, all over that denominator, and then up here on top we're going to change that to a 1, so that's going to be negative sine x minus 1 all over 1 plus sine x all squared. Now again, notice how there are negative symbols both here and here. Why don't we just pull that negative out from all of this nonsense here? Get it out to the very front. The reason why I like to do that is now I'll put the negative out in front and have cosine squared, negative 3 cosine squared x. And then this will be 1 plus sine x once you take the negative out from all that stuff on top. That's cool because now it can cancel out with the denominator. This 1 plus sine x will reduce away from the denominator. leaving us with just one thing underneath, and on top it'll just cancel out to be just 1. So this is going to turn into negative 3 cosine squared x all over 1 plus sine x all squared times 1 over 1 plus sine x. And as our last step, we can combine these fractions together by just multiplying straight across, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. That gives us negative 3 cosine squared x all over. We put these two together, we'll get 1 plus sine x raised to the third. That's it.